And we are closing in on Election Day, and as part of our commitment to you, we have invited each congressional candidate in to answer a few questions to help you decide for who you would like to support. And joining us right now is Nancy Hoyt, running as a Republican in District 4 here in the state of Maryland. I want to thank you so much for being with us today.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to speak with you.
A few comments.
Well, I've stepped up to the plate to run for Congress, and I believe that our voters need a choice. Despite the gerrymandering of our district, I really believe that voters need to step up, look at the candidates, and exercise their right to vote, which is extremely important. I bring to the table an experience in business, in healthcare administration, and the information technology fields, a lot of real life experiences and professional education, and I think I can serve the people of the district well.
All right, a few questions for you this morning as you're with us. Earlier this month, or actually in the month of September, the president said he was going to delay acting unilaterally on immigration until the month of November after the election. So if elected, is this a move you would be in favor of, or do you think the president should make this decision through Congress?
No, I think that any executive action on immigration reform takes us down a very dangerous path. I think that it is the duty of Congress to step up to the plate, for everyone in Congress to work together, to look at the information and to make sure that we have both parties working together, because that is what Congress should be doing. I think that it's the president's duty to say to the congressional leadership, let's get this done, and to let the Congress hammer it out, because the president is truly not empowered to write law. His power is to make sure that the law is operationalized to serve the people. So he needs to pressure the leadership of both houses, and the leadership of both houses needs to enforce that Congress steps up to the plate, and everyone in both houses need to work together to resolve this issue for all of the people and to make it fair and just.
All right. Also, right now, despite an unemployment rate hovering right now around 6%, the most recent number was 5.9%. An estimated 92 million Americans not in the labor force right now, but the White House is touting the creation of more than 9 million jobs through the course of 50 months. But with 100 million people not working, how do you bridge that gap and put Americans back to work?
Well, first of all, I think that the unemployment rates are very misleading. And before you can be unemployed, you need to be employed. So there's a lot of people that have graduated from high school, that have graduated from college, that are not employed, and they would make up a population of people who are not employed. The other end of the spectrum are people that are approaching retirement age, who have left the workforce, who are trying to either live off of pensions or incomes. And, that's another segment of the population that is technically not employed, that either want to look to start small businesses, or they want to try to live off of their retirement funds, and often that doesn't work. But if you want to create jobs, you need to invest in small businesses, because the businesses are where job creation happens, and we need to lift mandates on small businesses so that they can then create the jobs to employ the people. Job creation is simple. You need funds in order to create the jobs, and the more difficult that you make it on the employers to employ people, the less jobs you will have.
All right, we have 60 seconds for you right now. The most recent Real Clear Politics average for congressional approval sits around 13%. Suffice to say, that's not very good at all. So if elected, what do you do to improve that relationship between the lawmaker and the voter?
Well, I think that Congress needs to be doing their job. And the one reason why we get gridlock is that people who are currently in Congress, especially the career politicians, seem to focus more on what the party wants them to do than what the people need to do. I believe that as someone that's representing all the people, you need to work for the people. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to work for the citizens that I would represent. I believe it would be my responsibility to listen to the constituents and then take action to work on their behalf for the betterment of everyone.
We have to stop you right there. Our time has run out for you. Again, Nancy Hoyt running as a Republican in District 4. This will be available for you at abc2news.com so you can check it out to make the most informed decision.
And thank you for having me once again.